to Deep Sleep Stories. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. If these stories help you relax or fall asleep, a short review, comment, or sharing the podcast with someone who might benefit is a simple and meaningful way to support the show so that we may continue to offer it for free. Now, take a slow, gentle breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Hello and welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. You have found a cozy spot in which to rest your mind, and here you are invited to close your eyes and let the world around you fade. In this soft space, your breath finds a slower rhythm, as if it too is drifting upon calm seas. Tonight you'll journey to the crystal waters of Exuma, the Bahamas, where gentle tides meet a starry vault overhead. In this tranquil realm, each breath leads you closer to ease, closer to a warm sense of quiet within. You might notice the softness in the air right now, or the way your muscles begin to release tension. Let each exhalation take with it any residue of the day, leaving your body lighter and your mind unburdened. All you need to do is listen, follow the gentle flow of words, and allow yourself to drift. Feel the cool hush in the back of your throat as you breathe in, then let it all out. You might picture a gentle wave rolling onto a shore, pausing, and then returning to sea. Your breath can match that easy tempo, letting each inhale sweep in, then recede in a calm exhale. This soft rhythm is your guide. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Let your shoulders gently slide down your back. Let your jaw loosen. Imagine each part of your body settling into plush relaxation. Tonight's story will carry you far away into a realm of sand as pale as moonlight and water so clear that you can see your reflection dancing upon its surface. There is no rush. You are safe here, at peace in this moment. Surrender to that calm, as though you are floating, weightless, on a quiet tide. In this tranquil space, your mind can wander as it pleases, or rest if it prefers. You'll soon visit a starlit shore where gentle tides lap at pristine sands. This place will cradle you, rock you in a lullaby shaped by the soft hush of water. For now, trust the heaviness of your limbs, the gentle drifting of thought. Whether or not you follow every word of the story, the soothing waves of sound will guide you toward rest. Let any distracting thoughts slip away. This is your chance to journey inward to a realm that exists just beyond the ordinary. Let's begin. At twilight, when the sky first flutters between hues of blue and indigo, a solitary figure finds solace along a quiet beach in Exuma. The day's warmth lingers in the sand, and gentle breezes carry the perfumes of the sea. With each step, the footprints press softly into fine grains, forming a subtle pattern behind them. Overhead, the vault of heaven stretches wide, each star beginning to sparkle in reflection of distant suns. There is a tender hush in the air, as though the world itself has paused to listen to the ocean's lullaby. Beyond the shoreline, the ocean is translucent and calm, with water so pristine that one can see small silver fish darting by. A The color of the sea is a tapestry of shifting turquoise and cerulean, shaped by the slow dance of moonlight. A slight breeze ruffles the surface, creating gentle ripples that spread across the water like whispered secrets. In the heart of the shallows, seagrass sways in harmony with the currents, soft and unhurried, as if it too seeks rest. Something about the water here seems to hold an ancient wisdom, a timeless invitation to breathe deeply and release. As dusk settles more deeply over the horizon, the gentle figure kneels near the tide line, letting the water lap at their ankles. The cool caress against their skin feels like a tender welcome, an embrace of calm that rises and falls with the ocean's natural rhythm. In the distance, a soft chorus of nighttime creatures begins. You can almost hear tiny crickets hidden within the brush, their music blending with the hush of salt-tinged air. A few palm trees stand along the shore, leaves rustling in the breeze like a gentle applause for the setting sun's departure. Stars begin to pierce the veil of night more boldly now, each one a gleaming point of light against the endless stretch of sky. They reflect in the water's surface, creating a mirror of celestial brilliance. The figure, quietly mesmerized, gazes at the patterns overhead. Constellations shimmer faintly, telling ancient stories that have guided countless travelers. Above, a gentle half-moon seems to smile down at the serene island, its reflection rippling on the ocean's gentle surface. The entire world feels hushed, enveloped in the sweet lull of nighttime's embrace. Walking along the shore, the person in the story notices the sand glowing with a subtle luminescence. Exuma's beaches often hold tiny shells that catch and reflect the starlight. As each footstep compresses the sand, a faint sparkle follows, like a pathway of miniature constellations grounded to earth. There is no hurry in their stride, only a slow, swaying movement that mirrors the ocean's lull. Each moment becomes a meditation on the softness of the sand, the warmth that still lingers from the day, and the promise of night's restorative hush. Nearby, a gentle inlet reveals itself, curved in such a way that it shelters a small lagoon. The waters here are still, a mirror of the night sky above. At times, the lagoon seems to glow from within, as if capturing all the luminescence of the stars and reflecting it back in watery form. The visitor draws closer, kneels, and dips their hands into the cool surface. A mild swirl forms, sending faint ripples in every direction. The water, buoyant and pure, offers a moment of quiet reflection, and the one who kneels there closes their eyes, inhaling the tender, salty fragrance of the sea. Time itself feels suspended. The mild hush of the evening encourages the visitor to roam further along the shore. Seashells litter the beach, each unique in hue and shape. Some are pearlescent, reflecting glints of moonlight, while others are worn smooth by the wave's gentle persistence. With delicate curiosity, the person picks up a spiral shell and holds it close to the ear. listening for the whisper of the ocean's heart. In that moment, it seems the hush of the sea resonates through the shell, offering a faint echo of timeless tides. There is a soothing comfort in every aspect of the island night. A coconut palm sways overhead, its fronds sounding like a lullaby. The hush of the breeze seems to sing in gentle harmony with the rhythmic breath of the ocean. Far in the distance, one can glimpse the silhouettes of other islands, dark shapes resting upon the horizon. Occasionally, a distant light flickers, perhaps a home or a boat passing slowly in the night. But there is no urgency here, only the tender cradle of the nighttime sea. Further inland, the figure finds a spot where the sand meets a cluster of low-lying vegetation. Soft grass grows in patches, and wildflowers release the last of their fragrance into the cool air. Amid these blossoms, tiny nocturnal insects flit about, carrying on their nightly routines. Moonlight washes over petals in silver and pale lavender shades, turning each leaf and bud into a quiet secret. The figure pauses, reaching out to gently feel a broad leaf, its surface still warm from the day. A sense of peaceful curiosity envelops them, as though each living thing offers a moment of calm exploration. Wandering onward, they find a cozy cove tucked away, surrounded by tall palms and a few ancient rocks shaped smooth by centuries of ebb and flow. Here, the ocean's voice is deeper, echoing against the stone walls in a gentle hum. Tides roll in, caressing the limestone with unhurried patience, then recede with a sigh. The wind, ever so soft, wafts through the natural archway of rocks, creating a low, melodic tone. It is a lullaby shared by the sea and the earth, as if the island itself were singing a bedtime song to all who wander there. Taking a seat upon a smooth rock, the visitor gazes out at the water. The cove frames a view of the horizon where the stars meet the sea. Tiny pinpoints of light shimmer on the surface, dancing in harmony with the flickering heavens. There is a moment of stillness, a pause in which only the beating of a gentle heart can be heard, mingling with the quiet pulse of the ocean. Exhalations grow longer, carrying any trace of tension away into the vast night. In time, the traveler rises and makes their way back to the main stretch of shoreline. The vastness of the sky now seems closer, as though each star has drifted downward to cradle the island in glowing gentleness. A mild tide continues its slow and patient dance, leaving behind delicate ribbons of foam upon the sand. Occasionally, a glowing creature appears near the water's edge, a flicker of bioluminescence, a natural wonder that catches the eye. These subtle sparks dance and fade, their glimmer as fleeting as a dream. Farther along, the sand leads to a shallow tide pool where fish rest under the starlight, drifting lazily among rocks and coral fragments. Their bodies sometimes reflect the moon, turning silver in the darkness. The traveler stands above them, watching as they flit to and fro, moving in languid spirals. Small shells cling to the rocks, and Sponges of muted pink and orange sway gently in the soft current. Every creature seems at peace, following an ancient rhythm that speaks of calm waters and tranquil nights. Beyond this pool, the beach widens, revealing a panorama of the ocean. The traveler stops, taking in the fullness of the scene. A luminous path stretches along the water, where moonlight spans the surface in a white gold ribbon. It's as if the heavens are pointing toward a secret place, beckoning all who witness it to follow. The waves, gentle as a whisper, lap the shore with patient grace. The traveler inhales deeply, letting the salt air expand in their lungs, then releases that breath with a soft sigh of contentment. Moving leisurely, they find a set of driftwood logs resting in the sand. Smoothed by the currents, these pieces of wood form a natural bench facing the sea. Settling upon the driftwood, the traveler closes their eyes to better sense the world around them. The hush of the breeze, the fragrance of the sea, and the faint sound of waves returning to their source. Even with eyes closed, one can feel the starlight, sense it dancing across the eyelids, shimmering in the darkness. Each breath becomes a gift, each moment a deeper dive into tranquility. When eyes open again, the sky has grown even darker, revealing a brilliant canopy of stars. The Milky Way arcs overhead, a faint, shimmering path that stretches across the heavens. In that cosmic river, one might glimpse clusters of stars or the hazy glow of distant celestial bodies. It's a reminder that the universe is vast and filled with wonders, yet here in this gentle bay, all is serene and welcoming. The traveler feels a wave of gratitude, as though each star above is shining just to offer comfort and stillness. As night deepens, a balmy breeze continues to drift across the sand, rustling palms and grasses. The ocean's lull becomes softer, like a slow, steady heartbeat in the background. There's a sense that time is immaterial, that the boundary between night and day has dissolved into a quiet, eternal present. Thoughts themselves slow to a gentle flow, like the trickle of water over smooth stones, and the traveler experiences a deep sense of rest. At the water's edge, a gentle splash disrupts the silence. A small ray glides beneath the surface, its graceful wings fanning out like a tapestry in motion. For a moment, the traveler follows the ray's movements, observing the soft shape shift beneath the water's glassy top. Then it fades, vanishing into deeper waters with a single flick of its tail. The ocean's hush returns, continuing its soft, meditative melody. Turning inward, the traveler's footsteps lead away from the main shore toward a secluded path lined with soft sand and scattered shells. The path winds through low dunes where the grasses sway in the night wind, making a gentle brushing sound. Farther along, the dunes flatten, revealing a hidden lagoon that nestles between the main beach and a smaller outcropping of land. Here the water is warm, almost still, protected from the ocean's currents. In this quiet lagoon, one can see the shallow seabed clearly, dotted with small corals and dancing beams of moonlight. Stepping in, the traveler allows the warm water to reach up around their calves. It's soothing, a comforting embrace from the sea itself. Soft ripples spread across the surface, reflecting and warping the starlight overhead. Beneath the surface, tiny crustaceans scuttle along unhurried, while small fish rest in pockets of seagrass. The traveler kneels, letting fingertips gently graze the water, feeling its silky texture as it moves and shimmers. After a few moments, the traveler rises and returns to the shoreline where the wide expanse of sea meets the horizon. A gentle wave recedes, leaving behind miniature bubbles and foam that sparkle in the moonlight. The sand is cool now, having released the last warmth of the day. Each footstep yields a soft crunch, like a sigh beneath the traveler's weight. Ahead, the shoreline curves gradually, revealing a line of rocks jutting out into the water. A natural pier of sorts. It extends far enough to offer a view of the sea from a more intimate vantage point. Walking onto this rocky outcropping, the traveler senses the ocean rising around them. Waves swirl gently against the stone, carrying the faint scent of salt and seaweed. Up on the rocks, tiny pools form where rainwater and sea spray have collected, hosting minuscule ecosystems of algae and sand. The traveler sits on a flat boulder, noticing the hush of open water ahead. Out there, the ocean stretches toward the star-bright horizon, vast and calm, as though inviting anyone present to slip into a reverie. A soft hush descends, and in that silence, the traveler peers upward. The stars seem endless, gleaming like scattered diamonds across velvet. The faint band of the Milky Way glistens, its subtle glow mingling with the deep darkness of sky. Far to the east, a small cloud drifts, illuminated at its edges by the moon's light. The shapes shift and soften, eventually dissolving into the night, leaving the sky clear again. Everything moves in its own perfect rhythm, at once vast and deeply comforting. Pulling the gaze back to the water's surface, the traveler notices tiny reflections dancing near the rocks. The gentle movement of the sea creates a mosaic of shimmering points, as though fragments of starlight have fallen and scattered across the tide. Even the night air feels luminous, carrying the peaceful energy of the water and sky. Here one can listen closely and hear the melodies of distant waves, soft and consoling, in perfect harmony with the slow drumbeat of a calm heart. After some time, the traveler steps down from the rocky perch and follows the beach once more. The night air feels almost velvety now, hugging the island with a warm embrace. Beneath the palms, moonlit shadows sway in quiet patterns, casting gentle shapes upon the sand. The traveler pauses, inhaling a long, slow breath, letting it fill every corner of their being. With each exhale, a weight lifts, replaced by the rejuvenating softness of the night. Farther down the beach, they find a place where the sand banks gently away from the water, forming a natural seat against a slight incline. This becomes a perfect resting spot, a small haven to recline and watch the dark sky. The traveler settles in, leaning back against the gentle slope, and allows each muscle to relax. One by one, the elements of the day slip away, merging with the hush of the night. The expanse of stars overhead offers a quiet companionship, twinkling kindly like old friends. Time becomes a gentle, meandering current. Each breath in is a gift of ocean air, each breath out a release into the timeless space that surrounds. Thoughts become softer, lighter, carried off by the slow wash of waves. Even the traveler's heartbeat aligns with the gentle ebb and flow of the tide, creating a serenade of breath and pulse. There are no pressing concerns here, no voices clamoring for attention. Instead, there is only the certainty that the sea continues its lullaby and the stars remain faithful in the sky. In the stillness, the traveler drifts inward, half dreaming of gentle shapes and fluid lines. Faint impressions of the day swirl into hazy visions. The sparkle of clear water, the brush of seagrass, the subtle glow of shells. Each image dissolves into another, like waves folding into each other. A sense of profound ease settles into every part of the body, from head to toe, as though the traveler is floating upon a cloud of warmth and tranquility. Eventually, awareness returns to the present moment, but it's a soft and dreamy sort of awareness. The traveler hears the faint rasp of sand shifting underfoot, the far-off chirp of nighttime creatures, and the tender, continuous hush of waves. All around the island breathes with a serene unity, as if each element, sand, sea, sky, wind, is part of a single living tapestry. The glow of moonlight imbues everything with a gentle sheen, smoothing edges and corners into soft silhouettes. The traveler closes their eyes for a moment, surrendering to the waves of the night. In that darkness, there is no need to worry, no urge to move or think. The mind settles like a calm tide, gently rising and falling in a rhythm that soothes and reassures. Each sound from the surrounding world feels like a comforting note in a lullaby, guiding consciousness further into the warm folds of rest. The deep hush of night wraps around the traveler like a gentle cocoon. When the traveler opens their eyes again, the sky remains as brilliant as ever, though the moon has shifted in its journey. Its glow forms a path across the water, a ribbon of light leading into the unknown. A solitary cloud drifts near the horizon, tinted silver at its edges. The breeze, still mild, brushes against the traveler's face and whispers through the palms. This gentle dance of elements continues, unbroken by the passage of hours. It is a reminder that in nature's embrace, the concept of time can softly fade away. Eventually, a desire for deeper rest beckons. Rising slowly, the traveler lets a hand trail through the sand, feeling the fine grains slip through relaxed fingers. The moment is unhurried. The soft hush of the sea is a constant companion, encouraging every movement to remain slow and mindful. Each step across the sand is another moment of appreciation, a silent thanks to the island for holding such peace. The traveler's heart resonates with gratitude for the serenity found under these stars. Wandering once more along the shoreline, the traveler finds a final resting place beneath a wide palm. The trunk angles gracefully toward the sea, as though it too is curious about the moonlit waters. The palm fronds form a gentle canopy, swaying ever so slowly in the starlight. Here, in this natural shelter, the traveler settles, resting against the curve of the trunk, knees drawn in comfortably. The rhythmic sound of waves offers a tender backdrop, a lull that soothes even the deepest layers of thought. Gazing out at the horizon, the traveler surrenders to the mesmerizing patterns of light and shadow dancing across the sea. Thoughts become soft and drifting, like clouds that pass without leaving a trace. Calm saturates the body, from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Each inhalation draws in the cool, restorative essence of night. Each exhalation sends out any lingering tension, dispersing it into the ocean breeze. The traveler's eyelids grow heavy, blinking slowly beneath the palm's gentle arc. As the story of this night continues, the traveler slides deeper into a state of relaxation, feeling warm sand beneath their body and the tender hush of the world around. The sea's lullaby weaves through the air, an unbroken melody that soothes the spirit. The stars overhead flicker in a timeless dance, keeping watch over the silent shoreline. Even the gentle sway of palm leaves seems in unison with a universal rhythm, one that nurtures rest and beckons the mind toward dreams. In the softness of this moment, the traveler no longer needs to do anything, fix anything, or become anyone else. The only task is to rest, to merge with the ocean's nighttime song. The island itself, with its gentle waters and silken breeze, offers shelter and calm. Sleep draws near, carried on the hush of waves, on the glimmer of stars, on the scent of salt and wildflower. There is no boundary between dream and reality, only the serene continuity of night. If clouds pass above, they do so as silent guardians of the sky, drifting with a patience akin to the ocean's own. The hush that blankets Exuma at night is profound and enveloping, inviting any weary soul to let go of the day. Waves curl and slip away, leaving behind a quiet hush in their wake. Footprints once made on the sand have long since been smoothed away, as the tide reclaims them with a gentle embrace. This place holds no trace of hurry or worry, only the gentle, soothing promise of rest. As minutes or hours drift by, the soft darkness settles even more deeply. The traveler's eyes close, lulled by the repetitive hush of the tide. Within that darkness, starlight still glimmers on the edges of thought. The warm cradle of sand and the subtle breeze create a cocoon of safety. The body sinks further into the welcoming earth, each muscle releasing its tension, each breath growing quieter. A faint awareness of moonlight lingers, dancing behind closed eyelids, but the traveler is already drifting into the realm of dreams. Now, dear listener, let the peacefulness of this night wash over you. You have followed the gentle wanderings of a kindred spirit through moonlit shores and translucent waters. You have sensed the hush of the waves, the glow of the sand, and the serenity of the sea. Let these impressions guide you now into your own deeper slumber. There is nothing more to carry, no more to do. In the space between each breath, the calm of Exuma's shore remains, beckoning you closer to rest. Breathe in the softness, let it fill you like a tide rising upon the beach. Then breathe out, allowing any last strain to dissolve. Your body grows heavier, your mind calmer, as though you are drifting upon a gentle current. Here, in this land of moonlit sands, every worry can fade, replaced by the warmth of a serene night. With each slow inhale, you draw in tranquility. With each tender exhale, you release any thought that might tug you away from this moment. Quiet now and let the waves lull you. Feel the hush of the nighttime breeze brushing against your thoughts, guiding them toward stillness. Sleep comes gently like the tide softly claiming the shore. There is no need to resist. Give yourself permission to relax completely, to surrender to the gentle motion of rest. In this place of floating calm, you find solace. Let the stars watch over you, their distant lights a reminder of infinite peace. Let the ocean cradle your mind, lulling it in tender reverie. Good night, dear traveler. May the crystal waters of Exuma soothe your slumber, and may the starry vault above guard your dreams. Drift now into the embrace of night, where all is gentle and unhurried. Rest in the warmth of this tranquil haven, letting every muscle surrender to the soft hush of the sea. You are safe, you are calm, and sleep is here for you. Good night. Sleep well.